Hey everybody, Casey Dimon here with the TaxSaleAcademy.com. In this video we're talking about something very simple that is often overlooked. Does it have road access? You know, it sounds very stupid, to be honest with you. Why would you buy a piece of property that doesn't front some sort of road? But believe it or not, a lot of tax sale investors purchase these properties every single year. You know, a lot of these subdivisions, especially the older subdivisions developed 50 or 100 years ago, they're developed and lots were sold off before the developer finished those subdivisions. So you might be looking at a piece of property on Jones Street, you know, looks like a great piece of property, good size, you know, near a lake or whatever. You buy it for a bargain at a tax sale auction. You drive out to the property only to realize where Jones Street is supposed to be, there's 50-year-old pine trees planted there, and you can't access your property, you know, without cutting down all these trees. In a lot of places, you aren't even able to cut down the trees unless the county does it for you. And guess what? Since the subdivision is so old, the county's probably not going to be very happy to go and put a road in there for you. And if they do, you're probably going to foot the bill, which is going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars here. Now, how can you avoid a situation like this? Well, the first thing you need to do is get some sort of plat maps or GIS service. Look at these plat maps and study these plat maps. Study the different road names and the cross streets and the cities that they're in. Then take this information and then try to transpose it to some sort of aerial mapping service, like a Google Maps or a Bing Maps. You know, and I've done videos on both Google and Bing aerial mapping services in the past, which can be very helpful in a situation like this. But again, transpose these plat maps onto different aerial maps and make sure that your roads exist. Now, what happens here is, you know, if you don't have a road, you're not going to have a lot of other stuff either. You're not going to have water, you're not going to have sewer, you're not going to have electricity or telephone or natural gas lines. I mean, you're not going to have anything. You know, so when you buy a piece of property that doesn't have a road, you're literally buying a tax bill, more or less. You're buying junk property. And unfortunately, what happens with a lot of these properties is they become known as what we call frequent flyers in the business. You know, somebody will buy it not realizing that it doesn't have road frontage. They'll buy it with their, you know, big hopes and big dreams to sell it and make a lot of money. Doesn't have road frontage. They say, I'm not going to pay the taxes on it. 2 to 3 years later, then it goes back up for auction again. And then it happens over and over to somebody else. These are called frequent flyers, and you will see a lot of properties without road frontage at tax sale auctions, so you have to be very, very careful here. So I hope this has helped give you some insight on the tax sale business, and one of the things that you need to research, one of the very important things that you need to research, obviously, is if your property has road frontage. For more information about the tax sale investing business, head on over to my website at TaxSaleAcademy.com, and you can do that by clicking the blue link right here next to my head, and it'll take you to the TaxSaleAcademy.com, and while you're there, download your free copy of the ebook, The Tax Sale Blueprint. Have a great day, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.